Hello, everyone. Testing. Make sure my levels are good. Good. Hi. Apologies for the wait. I'm here. Let me open up my snacks before we start proper. So hello everyone, it's Chris, here for another week of streams. So today's Yu-Gi-Oh day. So we're gonna be doing some TCG simulator practice, probably practicing more with my Cyberse Libro Master deck, the new version of it. So I am excited to be getting started here very soon. And then we've got some new cards pogchamp later. We've got some React bandying to do to some YouTube content, and then maybe some Master Duel. We'll see. Anyway, it's time for us to start practicing. I think we're going to start with a few games in casual just to warm up, so I don't have to worry about siding. Alright, let's see. Okay. Interesting. We'll go. I guess we'll do this. I will go first. Believa. Alright. We'll go. Oh, this hand's pretty good. We're gonna go mining, pitch mining. Unfortunately, we can't do many Libro plays with this hand because we don't have a ritual. I hope to God they don't ash this. They did, in fact, ash it. But it's okay because we actually have Origin Story, which gets us the first appearance. Which will get us a ritual. So we were able to play around the ash a little bit, but unfortunately them ashing our sign-up mining turns us into a devotee memento. Oh wait, this might not actually be that good because this might be worse than I thought just because they ashed our sign-up mining. Might be a bit of a problem, actually. Yeah, we just lose here. That was a must-resolve mining or lose kind of game. Because we weren't able to get both fire and a ritual in one search. So we can't even get to DBT in that regard. we really, really needed mining to resolve to get to circular. Hi, SJ. Let's try that again. Hope for a better hand that's a little more resilient to Ash. The problem is that that was a hand where Ash is game winning. Like one of the weaker hands we can open. Damn it, and now we're probably going second, which is not good for us unless we open hand traps. Which we have to play under circular. Oh, they're making us go first. In draw, we'll fire this. Yeah, that's Geek Boy. I can't hand trap this here, so I'll go Geek Boy. Let first appearance. I think we go first appearance just to scout for Ash. Leave our answer from our deck to a hand. I'll add this. And of course, down comes roll, so we still lose. I thought people said Droll was leaving the format because of the hit the super heavy. And I have no interaction. Holy, there's not someone playing something that I can't beat their turn one. And Centuria. So this is just Nat Beast, right? Because that's a tuner and that's a 1. So that's probably Nat Beast. Yeah, I can't play under Nat Beast. Why the fuck are people fucking making fucking Nat Beast and dropping Droll in casual? That's incredibly, like, toxic. Give me one game where I'm actually allowed to fucking play the fucking game. Ah, sick. A game where I go second and don't open any hand traps. Thank you. It's Gold Pride Punk too, probably. Oh, it's Virtual World. Ah, epic. I get to sit here for 20 minutes while they just fucking play with themselves. Wait. They just patched on Yugioh? Cannot destroy battle and have 2 more monsters in the graveyard with the same original type and attribute but different names. Geek Boy effect. Normal diameter. This gets us a circular. This allows us to dump Sigma. Circular. Super Factorial. This gets us the Witch. Use the V-Tally, so we can do this. I'll special the diameter from hand. Trigger Witch. Active. Well, that sucks. I did not expect a Ghost Ogre. I guess they wanted to prevent Witch's other effects from going off. So we'll reveal Cyberse Save, which gives us Agent. And then we can go Agent effect, get Fire back. We have to Sage now. Can go Sage effect, the Save Worm, banish Witch, probably banish the diameter engrave. You can go the Save Worm effect, get this Fire in play. No. We'll Synchro. Quantum Dragon. We'll trigger Cyber Sage. We'll add put that back in hand. We can still heat full. We can go for Doom Broker. Doom Broker, get intervention. Set Super Factorial. Then we can Silent Ritual again for Fire Burst. Then these two. Fire Burst here. We'll go Battle here. We can use Doom Broker to attack directly. Fire Burst back the other one. Which will trigger Doom Broker's effect, which will allow us to shuffle back the Yugioh. And we can pass the turn here. We had to play through, like, a lot because that Ghost Ogre really fucked us at Cyber Switch. Because we weren't able to get to IP then because they cut us off at Cyber Switch with Ghost Ogre. And draw will fire this. Got an imperm that we can't use, unfortunately. Okay, Incredible Ecclesia. Ecclesia effect. I think we intervention this. We'll pick up the Doom Broker. We'll get back Fire. Fire. Geek Boy. Sword Soul Emergent. Are they just on like a weird synchro pile? Virtual World, Punk, and Sword Soul? But there's nothing to trigger Moye. They don't have anything else in their hand. Which means they are dead next turn because of the health they spent on punk shit. Yeah, they're absolutely dead here. Yeah. But what I expected. We'll play one more game in casual and then we'll try like a set or so in ranked before we move on to new cards PogChamp and React Dandy. I will go first. Minobium. Mini Dome. Oh, maybe they're playing Minadium, who knows. Not a great starting hand, honestly. I kind of have to hold on to the ritual so I can spin it back. For... This is a hand I have to make Disciple Devotee because I opened Cyanide Ritual. I think I have to pitch the Imperm here to get Circular. We'll go Circular. Dump. Oh, they just fucking scooped it up the second they saw Circular. Okay, maybe we need to just play sets on ranked then. If people are scooping just because they get, because they went all Joshua Schmidt the second they see activate Circular. Normal Droll. Okay. Purely. Oh, okay, it's Purely. Well, at least I know they can't droll me. Did they open Oops All Hand Traps? And they have to get to Purely Lily this way? My friend? My friend? Okay. I'm happy. Princess Sprite. Get triple tactics. Purely Beauty. They did not open well. They just ended on Beauty. Well, that eats up the Beauty negate, because I think that's once per turn, right? Yeah, that's once per turn. Problem is, I think that deads my turn because I only have a normal summon left. I have no way to special. I really need the Geek Boy to resolve, so I could go get a ritual. I mean, I can trigger for Agent to attack over the Beauty. As weird as this play is. I'll set a bluff and end my turn. Happy. Purely leap. I know I'm dead. The problem was is that one beauty negate completely shut me down because Geek Boy needed to resolve because the rest of my hand were all normal summons. I had no more extension. But I know I'm playing against Purely, so I know what's coming in. I need to side these kaijus. Probably take out like a Ash. And take out like a an origin story. Probably don't need it as much. Maybe we take out like a E-Telly for Droll. We'll add so this wheel F get equal Ash Geek Boy. And that's actually what I'm actually happy about that. Subtraction Geek Boy. They don't have Ash for Death, which gets circular. Decided Nibiru. Maybe I need it. Maybe I should have sided Droll and Nib and fucking cross out. Well, this still... I can maybe play through this Nibiru, actually. I don't get my Super Factorial, but... Did I normal summon yet? No, I did not. I did not. Do I just do Disciple Devotee? Yeah, I just do Disciple Devotee. Disciple Devotee still play through this, actually. We'll return... I think Imperm does more than Ash against this deck. Do I have a Spelling Rave? No, I do not. I skip right to Wicked then, because I can't resolve Witch this game. We can link off this for Masquerena. We'll banish Disciple. Let's go get us a tuner for next turn. Set this. We can at least white woman if they go for the towers. So let's see if they can actually make it to the towers. No. Yeah, we intervention Dark Ruler for sure. We'll add probably Cyberse. What do they go for next? Purely Lily is definitely eating an imperm. Oh, there's delicious. Well, there's the plump. And now they're gonna go for Noir, and that's when I when they're gonna go. So main phase 2 is when they go for Noir, right? Oh, there's Downard. Oh, they're going for Zeus. So I do it when they Zeus. And now we do it. I should have did it when they went for Downard. I misplayed. I should have did it when they went to Downard to prevent them from Zeusing to begin with, because I forgot they can always just change Zeus in response before I can kaiju them. Zeus is such a fucking bullshit card because you can't even out it because they just change Zeus in response. I was just worried that if I did it at Downard, they'd have some way to extend from the grave. I was expecting them to go for Noir. Well, his hand does it. Praise no droll. In main, we'll go... I kind of want to do this first to bait like an Ash. I have to do this now. Let's send this. Circular. Circular. Sigma. Fucking DD Crow. Thankfully I drew the edition though, so the DD Crow and Sigma is not a big deal because we drew a edition. And then we can use this search to get diameter. And we can go normal diameter, special deck, circular. And this gets us the Witch. And we can go this, send this. Get back to this. Here to Witch. Finish this. Get this. Get this. Create this. Special this. Go. Heat Soul. Then we'll go Fire. The Cyberse stage we searched. We'll go Fire. Well, okay, so we're going second now. I think we just go Nibiru Droll and cross out. Because I don't know what else they're up to. Oh, epic. No hand traps. Oh, it's Gate Guardian. Where my Gate Gussie at? It's the Gate Gussie. Italian. I'll negate this probably. They can do that twice per turn though. So I think I do Sigma to bait the next one. Mining will probably bait the second one then. I think we have to dump Geek Boy here, unfortunately. Now it's gonna beat the next one. And then we just normal diameter that gets us to fucking Allen version. Because they can do that twice. So we baited both. But that gets us to Albert, which gets us the circular, which is full fucking combo. Assuming that they do not have that I was worried about. Well, I lose this game. They just opened every, like, they opened like 18 billion negates. I really think I need Dark Rule. Oh, I'm going first, so I don't need the Dark Rulers, actually. I need these more. I need cross-out targets. With a hand like this, I kind of need to pitch. This is a Silent Mining must resolve kind of hand. And in fact, it did resolve good. This is full combo. Even they like DB Crows like Sigma, this is fine. We get diameter here, right? Well, at least that baited the Veiler. I still have Addition, and I have the Reborn. I can go Addition here into the Reborn, and that still gets me to Witch. Unfortunately, that ends my turn because they fucking Evex Veilered fucking Allen version, so I couldn't do the tribute play. Well, fuck, I keep fucking losing to like people running like fucking 20 hand traps in the fucking main. And people were saying this format, people were gonna stop running 20 hand traps. Because Super Heavy and Curly got hit. They thought that, oh, everybody's gonna stop running like 18 hand traps in their main deck. And be running more engine. I'm just getting too frustrated. I'm on tilt. I should probably just step away from the TCG for right now. So I think now's a good time because I'm tilted to move to the React portion of the stream. I think I've had enough TCG for the moment. I just need to, like, realize when I'm tilted and not stop playing. So we're going to move to the reacting portion of the stream. Let me change my scene. Let me close this. Get my browser open. And let's get the browser scene fixed. Here we are. It's time to watch history.
While Zodiac...
Let me pause this, enlarge it for you guys. Alright. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Set the gain a bit higher for React Andy.
While Zodiac continued to dominate the format, an ideological shift was occurring within the competitive landscape. Throughout most of history, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had a 60-card upper limit for deck building, thanks in part to a particular incident. However, players were never incentivized to build larger decks because players always valued consistency more than anything. This would all change with the release of a single card, That Grass Looks Greener, quickly turning deck building philosophy on its head, and 60 was quickly becoming the new 40.
In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!
King Arthur Legends Rise is an all-new turn-based collection RPG featuring an immersive story and expansive exploration set in a stunning reimagined Arthurian world. Players will adventure through Camelot with an ever-growing squad of knights, mages, and rogues and battle epic bosses and mythical monsters in visually stunning combat, all powered by Unreal Engine 5. With each enemy defeated, hone your skills and become a master of the battlefield. Discover mythical weapons and choose the perfect relics to enhance your hero's abilities and create the ultimate weapon to defeat your enemies. And the best part is that players can experience King Arthur Legends Rise either at home or on the go, with seamless crossplay and cross-progression between both mobile and PC. If you want to check out King Arthur Legends Rise for yourself, be sure to click my link down in the description. Pre-registration gives you huge launch rewards that you don't want to miss out on, and keeps you up to date on the latest King Arthur Legends Rise news. Also be sure to follow @PlayKingArthur on social media.
Boy, am I happy to not see Zodiac Ratpier staring me back in the face. It may surprise you to hear that during this unparalleled period of Zodiac dominance, it wasn't the only playable strategy. Behold, Paleozoic Frog. Now, this deck existed in a number of iterations during this period. Because the Zodiac engine is so low investment, you could really jam pretty much anything you wanted into a 60-card monstrosity glued together by the unbelievably powerful card that is That Grass Looks Greener. But many duelists, including the one, the only Joshua Schmidt, elected to play it pure, and they saw great success with the strategy. 60-card Paleozoic is a deck that unfortunately needs to be seen perform in order to understand what its game plan is. But the short of it is, the Zodiac end board didn't have a lot of negates. It's not like a modern combo deck in that you put up so many points of interaction that an opponent can't possibly play through it. You could very easily just set 5 trap cards and threaten the entire board state. And boy, did this deck do that. What's important to note with this strategy is that it's not playing that grass looks greener as an instant auto-win card. This isn't like Infernoid, where you'll immediately have a bunch of advantage out of the graveyard. Instead, it plays it in order to send some number of Paleozoics to the grave, and eliminate the guesswork over the course of a long game as to whether or not you'll have enough material to make repeatable Opabinias. I love this list, and I'm so happy I get to represent a duelist who is still around today, kicking ass both on Twitch and in paper tournaments. Let me show you what we're working with. We've got 3 copies of Absolute King Backjack, a fantastic send target off of Fiend Griefing, 3 Dupe Frog, 1 Mathematician, 2 Ronin Totem, 3 Swap Frog, 3 Card of Demise, 1 Foolish Burial, triple Pot of Desires, triple That Grass Looks Greener, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Dimensional Barrier, Fiend Griefing, Forbidden Apocrypha, 3 Lost Wind, one of my favorite cards of all time, 2 Mirror Force. Decks during this period actually didn't have a lot of game versus cards like this. Paleozoic Canadia, Paleozoic Dynamicius, 2 Leoncolia, 3 Morella, 3 Oleanoids, 3 Quaking Mirror Force, 3 Reckless Greed, 3 Solemn Strike, and a Torrential Tribute in the side.
I remember when I played this list
triple Twin Twister,
in Conquest.
triple Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Breakthrough Skill, the 3rd Forbidden Apocrypha, Solemn Warning, and triple Wiretap. In the extra, we've got all manner of 2s, including Cat Shark, Phoenix, Downard, Crumble Logos, F-Zero, Anomaly Karis, Opabinia, Double Centuria, Triple Totally Awesome, and our own Borbo and Drident. This deck's power, inevitability, and core gameplay loop cannot be refuted, but unfortunately, they can only really be thoroughly explained by showing them off. Here's Alex, and then we'll jump into the games.
This is a monstrosity. We've entered the era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, where everyone and their mother decides to play 60-card decks courtesy of That Grass Looks Greener. It's a very strange time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because this card is insanely powerful if no one else is playing 60-card decks, because then you always get to basically Foolish Burial for 20 random cards, which seems pretty good, and there's a multitude of decks that can take advantage of that. The problem is, when everyone's playing 60 cards, the game changes significantly, because now all of you are playing a bunch of cards that are dead in your decks that you would normally be looking to get an advantage over. Now, obviously, against like the pure Zodiac decks, the Kaiju Zodiac decks, they're not going to be playing any of these cards, or they're not going to be playing 60 cards, I should say. But there were a lot of people, especially if you look at the top cut of YCS Prague and around that time, where 60 was the new 40 and everyone was playing 60. So in fitting fashion, here we are with a 60-card Lightsworn Zombie Shaddoll Zodiac deck. That is probably one of the longest titles for any deck imaginable, but we're just playing everything in here. So let's do the card by card. We got Snow because, I mean, any deck that's playing 60 cards just would love to have Snow in here, and it's a 3, so we have to take advantage of that while we can. Manticore of Darkness is not a meme. So back during this time when Max C was still legal, people figured out that you could use Manticore of Darkness to essentially loop to, if you get Max Seed, you can make your opponent deck out, because these can just continuously summon one another. Not to mention it's searchable via Zodiac Broad Bowl. So that gives you this sort of like weird alternate win condition, but no deck really wanted to play this. But in a 60-card deck, you're kind of okay with it, and you're probably going to mill one of them anyway, so it kind of just sets you up in a nice way if you do get Max Seed, so that's hilarious. Then we have some zombies like Mizuki. We have 1 Raiden. We have a Shaddoll package consisting of Beast, Dragon, Hedgehog, and Squamata. Triple Solitaire, double Spirit Master, and then we have our Terratop package of 3 Terratop, 1 Takaton Borg, 2 Unizombie, triple Wolf, and then our Zoo package of triple Rapier, a Whiptail, and of course a Garnet, because we were playing 3 Brilliant Fusion, which leads us into the spells. Double Charge, triple Enemy Controller, a Foolish Burial, triple Instant Fusion to go for our Norden, triple Left Arm Offering to search any spell card in our deck, triple Pot of Desires, triple Shaddoll Fusion, Soul Charge, triple Grass, and triple Barrage. That's a lot of cards, ladies and gentlemen, but this deck rather just has so much gas that you're going to be able to just keep playing if your opponent's able to disrupt you, and that was kind of the idea, right? I mean, any sort of like Lightsworn-ish variant around this time was just trying to high roll the hell out of your opponent and basically take advantage of the fact that Minerva's an insane card. The extra deck, however, is where I feel like this deck is lacking a bit, because since you're trying to do so much, you're sort of limited by how many cards you're allowed to play, and the Zoo engine immediately takes up 5 cards, being Borbo, double Broadbowl, Dryden, and a Tiger Mortar, and then I guess by extension Invoker to go with your Terratop package. So then you're only left with like half an extra deck. One of those has to be Minerva because you're playing Lightsworn. Kagasuchi is just a nice card to go into off of your double Rapiers because it mills 5 anyway. We already saw Infernoid Zoo playing this like in previous episodes. Diamond Dire is just like a generic 4 we can can make to be able to pop back row. Then we're on generic synchros like Omega, which obviously if you're playing Unizombie and Mizuki, this is like a natural inclusion. Michael's in here as well because we're playing Lightsworn. And then we have the fusions, which are kind of mandatory, like Seraphonite for Brilliant, Norden for Instant, and then we have Winda as well as Shekinaga for the Shaddoll fusion. So we're kind of jam-packed in the extra deck department, and it should be enough, but I don't know. I feel like this is where we're going to struggle. I mean, that's why we have 3 extra cards in the side deck here being Omega, Scarlight, and Rhapsody, because we couldn't fit them all in the main deck, and so there's an argument to play any of these, and that's why they're in here. Then we have double Crow, double Denko, double Maxi, triple Twin, and triple Dimensional Bear. I feel like with 60 card decks, one of the biggest weaknesses is sideboarding, because you're not going to be able to reliably see a lot of the cards that you sideboard into unless they're like searchable, or I mean obviously you're playing left arm offering, so like stuff like this is searchable in that respect. I guess I should say this because Dimensional Bear is not, but my point being is that it's really difficult with sideboarding because unless you're going to be able to consistently see those cards, you're going to be in an uphill battle games 2 and 3 going up against 40 card decks that can more reliably see their side deck cards. So it's just a lot of interesting deck building theory going on at this time, and like sort of radically shifting the way that Yu-Gi-Oh was played. But it was an exciting time. 2017 kicked ass, and hopefully this episode's no different. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. All right, Joseph, really looking forward to playing these 60 card decks against one another and blanking several of the cards we have in these 60 card decks to basically be playing less consistent versions of them, aren't you?
I'm just gonna, left arm offering for what? The Upstart Goblin.
You have carded Demise, I think. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I got a target. You maybe not.
You dump your whole hand just to draw more cards. It seems like a great idea. No, it's weird because we want to show off grass decks, but at the same time, so many people were playing grass decks, especially by the time we reached like March of 2017, that it was not unlikely you were going to encounter someone else playing 60 cards and have to ask them to know how many cards they had to know if your grass was going to be live or not. And so this became a problem.
Of course, but notably, grass isn't dead. Like, by the time you go through one of your combos, especially if you're playing a deck like you are, the Lightsworn monstrosity, you can just activate grass for like 15. Like, that's fine.
Sure.
Like, if your opponent's taking a turn, it's still a really good card. So for that reason, people weren't cutting it. They were just kind of frustrated when they opened it in the mirror.
Oh no, my grass only mills 7 cards. Boo-hoo.
That's still the greatest card ever printed, yeah.
basically. Shout out to Patreon. Hey-oh, thank you for the support. All right, buddy, I rolled the die. You got a number for me?
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 3, the number of grass I won't be resolving.
I put up 60.
For the number of cards in our deck. Fantastic. That is an even number. I had to count for a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty good for you. You get to go first. I also love on Dueling Book that you can see it's 60 cards. Like, it looks like a thicker deck.
This hand's all right. All right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Card of Demise.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Set 2 more. Ditch a Paleo.
God. Oh, Lord.
Or grass.
Well, Dinomicious doesn't do a lot here, so go ahead.
I mean, it's a monster, right? Main 1. I guess we try to do some crazy shit.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you try to do anything?
I'm going to try to do something. Brilliant Fusion.
Oh, shit. Absolutely not.
So, Dinomicious. I'm assuming you want to chain.
No, I actually can wait. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, that sucks. I was really hoping to resolve that. Let's welcome number 2, Shiranui Solitaire for the normal summon.
Yeah, nothing here.
Okay. Bring this off. Let's go for Unizombie. Let's try for Unizombie effect.
Which effect would you like to use?
I like the one that doesn't discard a card out of my hand.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna expedite this process. On summon, let's just Canadia.
Okay, so we're not even gonna get there. Anything to chain?
I will attempt to chain Dinomicious.
Okay, sure, that's fine. All right, what's behind door number 3? Instant Fusion.
Oh my god, you really are just going off. Yep.
Let's go for... What do we have in here? We have Norden in here. Of course we do.
All right, don't worry about this. You got something to chain.
Hold on.
You got something to chain to Lost Wind.
I might actually have a chainable to Lost Wind. Hold on a second.
Do it. You won't.
Thinking about it.
You got a maxi to stop me?
Probably not the answer, so that's fine. You can get your Canadian.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
This card's a little bit better.
Oh! Wow, that's a decent one. What the hell are you getting? What the hell is that? Buddy, what's going on here?
Am I good to resolve this?
Yeah, you're fine.
I gotta be honest, I don't know what I'm even grabbing off of this.
What is Manticore of Darkness doing in there?
Don't worry about Manticore of Darkness.
But I'm worried.
Don't worry about Manticore of Darkness. Okay.
worry about
Any
Manticore
spell
of Darkness.
card I desire. I just can't set. Don't worry, my deck doesn't
You
do
know,
that. You still got 2 back row, correct?
Yes.
What have they gotten rid of? Lost Wind, Canadia, Olenoids.
I literally, I don't know what you're gonna get. Desires?
I'm already all in at this point. I have to commit. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh man, that's so tempting. I just feel like that could backfire in so many different ways. Barrage.
Yes.
Barrage, the Norden.
Okay, so the activation of Barrage is fine, but now I'm gonna think. We're gonna go Fiend Griefing, targeting Shirnui Solitaire. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's get our little friend out as well. Let's send Biggity Backjack to the graveyard. Backjack effect. Do it face down. Okay, I know the order. I am putting them back. We will go 1, 2, 3.
On resolution,
Yeah,
would you like
nothing.
to do
I got
anything?
nothing.
Try it.
Yes.
Take out Norden. I don't have to take out Norden, but whatever, it's fine.
You take out Barrage.
I could just take out Barrage and have another thing. That's what I was kind of thinking. Okay, I have to see what zoos we're playing. We are playing.
Oh, that's
several.
why MBT
Oh,
has
right.
circular sleeves, because he's playing Joshua
no
Schmidt's
effect. What do you
Froglet.
got?
Yeah, you normaled it.
That's funny.
Let's go Backjack. And then here's what I got.
Barrier. In 60 cards, he found the fucking barrier. Unbelievable.
funny.
Yes, I did.
All right, well, we're basically just dead at this point, so I don't even know if I keep playing. I just wanted to just see how far I could go, and apparently that was not the correct move. I will cry. Go ahead.
All right, stand by main.
Yep, I'm screwed.
It's only an AIDS time.
See, this would be great if you were playing a 40-card deck, because I could have left arm for grass and just milled 20. But that's what happens when you play the mirror.
We're gonna grab, what's the set card? Unizombie?
Yes.
Ugh, we actually do have to kill Unizombie, don't we? Yeah, we'll grab Oli Needs here. Oli Needs, target, Barrage.
Yep.
Seal 2, Dynamicious. Let's overlay these two. Do we even do that? Leoncolia, target Backjack.
Ugh, sure. I mean, it's pretty good.
So this returns to the grave and therefore doesn't trigger Backjack,
Correct.
which is unfortunate. Oh, we could go Anomaly Karis here. No, I mean, we're just going Toad. Then let's go Combat.
Yep.
Wow.
Take 12. This dies.
Back to you, I believe.
Yeah, we were just so dead here.
I think I even have frogs in here as well. Give me a sec. Yeah, we'll get two frogs.
Playing 60. Go ahead.
Okay. Stand by main. Oh my god.
Yep.
I guess it's Toad again. We'll grab the other dupe. We'll grab Swap Frog. Swap Frog effect? Oh my god, it doesn't even negate effects. It's been so long.
You also have to detach that Canadia if you're doing that.
I am going to detach the Canadia. Let's go overlay for Anomaly Carrots.
And this should be the end of the game, I imagine.
Can this card only get face-ups?
It's like Trident.
No, one card. Jesus Christ. All right,
Yeah.
we'll
Anomaly
do that.
Karis is crazy.
Let's grab this.
It's Squamata.
Oh.
I guess I can use Squamata, but it doesn't really do anything if I'm dead here.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll send... Yeah, I'm dead here no matter what. I'll send Beast and draw a card. Why not?
Unfortunately... Can I kill you? You go 1, 2... I don't think so. Let's just go Combat.
I'm shocked that you cannot kill me. You basically have the game on lock anyway.
Yeah,
but
we'll go Paleo Man.
Sure.
Let's grab... let's keep this card in hand and grab Dynamicious. Back to you.
Okay. Rat Pier effect.
Sure. That's fine. Yeah.
I don't think this deck is plain combo. Okay, I will not be activating Rat Pier effect. I lied.
I see. All right. Well, add resolution. We'll Canada. Oh, Canada. We'll activate
Then you have Toad for my Shadal fusion, so I'm dead.
All
Anyway.
right. I almost toaded the Rat Pier.
Disgusting.
That was
That's what I was hoping you would do. You know, I just wanted to put the pedal to the metal and just see how far we could actually get. And it seemed like you had a surgically precise answer for every single card that I played. That did not go well in the slightest. I felt like that hand was nuts.
Yeah, sometimes
I
you
felt like
open
that hand
5
was crazy.
Paleos and you go, wow, what a good deck.
Yeah,
And
except Sometimes you open this too, Terror Top.
This one's not so great. Yeah, go ahead.
What? No Max C in your 60 card deck? I'm shocked.
No one of Maxi.
It's at 2, sir. It's at 2. Attack Tom board.
Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming we're only playing one rank 3, and my suspicions would be correct. It is Invoker.
Yeah.
Go Invoker effect.
Yep.
Let's get ourselves the rat.
Yep.
The question is, how far do I want to go with this? There's a lot we can do.
You're drastically improving the quality of my grass looks greener.
I am. That's the whole idea. I actually feel like I need to be concerned with zones at this point.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I'm going to go Solitaire effect. That's my normal summon.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Get Unizombie somewhere. Unizombie effect.
Also fine.
Dump Mizuki.
Yep.
We'll go Mizuki. Get the Solitaire.
Mm-hmm.
Make Omega.
Yes.
We'll go Omega. Let's rip a card.
Sure.
Let's get this one.
Dog! I needed that one.
We'll go Borbo, Broad Bowl. Effect to Special.
Yeah.
Effect to Search.
Yes.
Whiptail. I'm making your grass pretty good. Tiger, swap, rat effect.
Yep.
Okay. Overlay these two. There is something quite fun that I could do, and I'm tempted. I don't know if it seems very good on an open board. Fuck it. We're playing the deck. Go for Minerva.
Yes.
We'll detach. Mill 3.
Yeah.
3 light swords, baby. Come on.
Three
Those
good.
are
That
all
was
spells.
3 good ones.
That was terrible. That was awful. All right, we'll make Dryden.
Yep.
And then I think I might. God, I could keep going, which is fucking crazy. There's no point to though. Yeah, I'm gonna be disciplined. I'll just pass.
Can I have the Pot of Desires back, please? Stand by me. Dark Hole.
Wow. Yep, that's a card. Can't do anything about that. Sure.
That's the whole turn.
He's setting. All right, stand by. We get our cards back.
Get him back. Thank you.
Main one.
Yeah.
Let's start with Brilliant Fusion.
Oh my God. You were hiding that?
I told you I could have kept going.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get the Garden out of here. Oh, third card from the top. Good thing I said that. Let's also get rid of... I think Snow's probably a good pick at this point.
Yeah, it seems insane.
Yeah, seems pretty good. We'll go Seraphinite Defense Mode. I'm going to go Normal Solitaire as my extra.
Yeah.
Solitaire effect.
Sure.
Should have another one still. I do. Let's go Unizombie first effect. Target itself.
Sure.
And I'll get rid of this Shadal Dragon. That'll trigger Shadal Dragon because that was effect. That was not cost. Let's try to just start sniping here.
Okay. Compulse targeting Seraphinite here.
That's fine. Go Unizombie second effect. Target itself. Get rid of another Mizuki. Let's just go Omega effect again.
Can you please not do that? I'm going to be a huge hater here. I gotta get this thing out of my hand. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sure. Gonna happen eventually. Now, the problem is... Probably can't clear this, because it's probably like fucking Toad or some shit, or Ronin or whatever.
Yeah, it's Mr. Rodin.
Let's try it.
7 here.
Yeah, we're correct. Yep, I'll take 7. Second main. Can't clear him, sadly enough. I think sadly, I just have to pass. Can't really do much else.
Stand by me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get me out of this game, God damn it. All right. Is that okay?
No Ash yet.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Demise.
That's insane. Yep.
Wow.
Desires into Demise. Unbelievable.
Not bad. All right, I'm going to make a play that looks extremely stupid. Am I going to make it? It's very stupid. Normal backjack.
Sure.
Dark hole.
Just so you can use the page. Yeah, that's fine.
Backjack.
Yep.
Go 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. Charge.
We're going to backjack here.
Canadia.
Charge is fine.
Deal Mill 3.
Denko Saka! Whoa, buddy.
Fortunately, I didn't draw the card.
I can't
Oh
beat
my
that.
god. All right. Raiden.
Raiden's fine.
No Lila in this deck? I guess that makes sense. Why would you play Lila? Lila sucks.
Terrible card. Doesn't
Raiden effect.
Yes. Oh,
Okay,
Mizuki's big.
all right.
Mizuki's big. We're chilling.
It's big, but it's good enough. Mizuki, target Mizuki.
Yes.
Would have been attack. Let's go battle. 17.
Yeah.
We gotta try to make things happen, I guess. Go ahead.
Okay. FAs we're gonna go Leon Colia, target Backjack. No, that's... I'm being greedy. We're gonna target one of our banished face down cards.
Okay.
We're gonna go Oleanades, target Brilliant Fusion.
Sure.
We'll grab our guy. And we'll go Canadia, target Raiden.
He's down.
Grab Oleanades. Anything standby main?
Got 2 face down still. No, you're good.
We will go Opabinia. Opabinia effect. We will grab Leon Colia.
Sure.
Dinomicious, target Mizuki.
That's fine.
We'll grab Canadia. We'll pitch Dinomicious. Leon Colia, target Backjack.
I will snow in response here.
No response.
We don't need like any of these cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that is all my spells. So we'll get rid of. Oh no, there's my last spell. There we go. All right.
It is also a chainable. We'll target Snow.
Had to try. That's fine.
Yep. We'll go Toad here.
Yep.
Combat. We'll eat the Raiden.
It's fine.
Back to you, Buckaroo.
Draw. Oh, right on fucking time. That's fine.
Try Snow here.
Yep.
Or Toad here, rather.
Right on time. That could not have been a better draw in my deck. Let me tell you, Joseph. This is stellar.
Cool deck. All right. We're gonna try for Backjack here.
Yep.
Humblind Backjack. Oh yes, I will take that. Whew.
Not like you need it,
No,
but yeah, it's not bad to have insurance.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm like, wow. We'll go my boy. Swap. Main phase.
All good.
Swap. We will make Toad.
The second coming. Yep.
Let's go swap to hand.
Yep.
Normal swap.
Go for it.
We'll just swap. Freaking swap, Lois. Let's send the other Ronin Totem. Just don't want to draw him. Opabinia. We will grab Dinomicious.
Yep.
Dinomicious, target Snow.
She's out of here.
CL2 will grab Dinomicious. Anything here.
Gotta
44,
make your third Toad.
54, how much is this? 67, it's not enough.
Cat Shark?
I have Digusto Phoenix. I think that's enough. That's 44,
40.
74. Yeah,
That's just enough. Yep.
bada bing, let's try it. Wow.
You got it, buddy. Right on time with that Twin Twister. When,
Yikes.
great.
Yikes.
And I had these zoo cards, and this deck is not actually playing that dense of a zoo engine, so these did
Yeah.
literally nothing for me past that. That Dark Hole hurt. There's like, I thought I had a lot of recovery, but it wasn't as good as I thought as a result of that. Let's try the game through.
I was
wanna
going
at
to
least
say,
get
yeah.
Jesus Christ. That was rough. It's also weird. This deck is sideboarding a second copy of Omega, and that actually would have come up had I actually boarded it in. But I'm like, nah, I don't need 2 copies of Omega. Clearly I did. Best of luck, buddy. Stand by main. Let's try for this.
Oh, Lord. All right, go ahead.
I don't think it's. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be that crazy like it was before. We'll get rid of Garnet, and thinking on our light target here, depending on the way the rest of our hand looks, I might actually just go for a copy of.
Well, this is our own game
this
free. Let's
time.
speed things
Oh,
up
okay.
a little
Just
bit.
for the body. So we'll get Seraphinite somewhere. Wolf effect. We'll get the wolf out. And the reason for that is because I had the snow in hand.
Well,
So
okay.
We'll extra normal there. Let's just go for
Gamba. Get it twisted.
Minerva. It didn't work for me last time.
That means you're due.
That means I'm due. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's not correct to do this.
Yeah,
Let's
for
do it
sure,
anyway.
yeah.
All right, come on, draw 3. Draw 3.
Bangers again.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, that was not the right move in the slightest. Oh, well. Other normal summon. Go ahead. That's our turn.
Stand by main. All right.
You got the dark hole again?
I got something better. Behold, main phase Needlebug Nest.
Oh, my God. It's not even that good. You only get to know 4.
It's awful. But if I get a paleo, it's actually all worth it.
You got 2 and back to 1? That's crazy.
That's like the 4 best it could have possibly been. We're going to fucking try backjack now. Is that your turn only? Damn. Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Okay, I'm going to do that.
That is how that card works, yes.
Okay. Ooh, that's very interesting. Very interesting cards that we have here. I will Pot of Desires, and they will all go to hell.
Perfect. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
This is fine. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Demise.
5. Go ahead.
Well, Demise is in there. Yeah, okay. I'll draw. Standby.
Okay, we're gonna try backjack.
Sure.
Oh!
Okay.
Not
Okay.
bad.
Good to proceed to main.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure.
Try for Minerva.
There's just no way. We'll Lost Wind.
Sure, it's fine.
You know what? I'm feeling so good about myself. We'll start getting friends too.
Okay. All right. Sure. So bad. Flip Squamata.
Oh, pop what? Oh, the set card?
The set.
If you insist, I guess you can. Ooh, let's go get our new stuff.
To be fair, Minerva wouldn't have cleared it anyway.
That is true. Yeah, you gotta beat it.
That's awful. Well, now I know you have Forbidden Apocrypha, so I just like don't want to play
keep
it
going.
because that just
Keep
seems
playing.
terrible. Minerva has to be destroyed, and Forbidden Apocrypha sends, which sucks. I can't wait to get like Mirror Force for my entire life. That's gonna be great. We'll run out Mizuki. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's just bring all the guys out here. All right, we'll take.
Time to mirror force you for your entire life. Bada bing.
Woo! All right, they're all gone.
All right, you simply will not hit anything off Minerva.
I mean, I haven't so far.
All right.
And the trend continues.
And
What a
the
great
legend
fucking
continues.
deck. What a great fucking deck. This is actually amazing how good of a deck this is. God. I can't even snow to chain block because then the snow dies to the Mirror Force. That is so
Summon
bad.
it in defense.
I can summon it now, so I'll try it.
Sure.
Not like I need any of these idiots. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I need the wolf, whatever. I'll keep trying.
All right, why don't you keep trying to get better, Yu-Gi-Oh, baby?
Yeah, apparently it's just a skill issue. This deck sucks. This deck's so bad.
All right,
Go.
stand by main as
Yep.
the legend continues. We don't have no Ronin Totem yet, so let's fix that.
Sure.
To the grave he goes. Ronin Totem. Ronin Totem and Canadia for
Oppa Binia.
Oppa Binia, detach a Ronin Totem, grab Oleanades. Sorry, I mean, yeah, no, that is what I mean. Target Brilliant Fusion. CL2 Dinomicious. Ronin Totem. 2 Toads.
It's a winnable game.
It's
This is a winnable game.
It's a winnable game for sure. Okay, and sorry, I did target the Brilliant Fusion there. This kills this one, right?
It's only 0 defense, so yes, I'd hope so. Oh yeah, because of the Brilliant Fusion. Yeah, so this is all direct attacks. So 44.
Yep, go ahead. Good luck. Whoa, don't proceed too quickly through standby there. All right, that shit is not resolving. That is also not resolving. You can resolve Wolf. Good game. My favorite part of this game is that it was good.
This deck is fucking
The
terrible.
problem with your deck is that it's just too good.
It's too good. It's just
okay,
too good.
so we could talk at length about these two. These decks are so fucking interesting.
Your deck is insane. Like I don't know how this deck like was losing to anything.
Yeah,
back
so
then. This is wild.
Quick Gavin shout out. A Progression Playoffs member Gavin took this to a Philly regional and I think tied for first with it. And boy, oh boy, I mean he's no Joshua Schmidt, but this deck was just so strong. It's actually fascinating that people weren't considering it ever because it is just so absurdly good on face.
Yeah.
I can talk about this deck all day. Okay, but I'll just give you the highlights. Grasslooks Greener in this deck doesn't do anything ridiculously unfair. People assume that the Grasslooks Greener is only good in combo strategies like yours or an Infernoid, where it can get like +9, right? Obviously, it's strong in those scenarios. It's also strong in a scenario where it just puts a bunch of Paleozoics in the graveyard and gives you a type of inevitability. The control decks before this period were just sort of lacking. Absolute King Backjack is one of the greatest cards ever printed. In a deck that's playing a like 80% trap card suite. It is always live. It's a wonderful discard for stuff like Oleanades. It's a great target for Fiend Griefing, which is one of the most powerful cards during this period. Not only can you interrupt opponents who are doing grass stuff, which is almost everyone by this point, you can also interrupt Zodiac combos because it like screws up their Tiger Mortar attach. Lost Wind is just a shockingly phenomenal card. Can't believe it took people more than 1 second to figure this one out. Everything in this format is special summoned, negates the effects forever, pluses you if your opponent goes back into the extra deck, which of course they are multiple times every turn if you're playing against Zodiac. And because Zodiac is the best deck in the format by a country mile, and the second best deck is probably this Paleozoic brew, Dimensional Barrier just gets to call Xyz and win the game on the spot every single time it resolves. You don't have to fuck around with any of the like Artifact Sanctum nonsense that's in a lot of less good decks during this period. And of course, even if your Grass Looks Greener is dead, you have other blowout cards in Card of Demise and Pot of Desires, both way better if you are on a huge amount of cards because it means you're never going to lose anything too meaningful. This deck is just everything and the kitchen sink. Not only good going first, but also fantastic going second because you're setting 5 either way, and Trident doesn't actually interact with back row very well. If you make it to standby phase with Toad, you just can't lose. Because of that, you get to play a bunch of really powerful draw spells like Reckless Greed, because what's on top of your deck doesn't really matter. I mean, I could talk about how good Josh Schmidt is at Yu-Gi-Oh! All day as well, but like, this list just proves that it is just so clean. You never feel like you're out of options. I miss when Paleo was playable.
And my deck, by comparison, is a Yugioh Pro highlight reel deck.
Exactly.
It has, the sad thing is this deck actually has like numerous tops, like several good players, especially like in Europe, because I think we're basing these decks off of YCS Prague, if my memory serves correctly, in March. This deck has multiple tops, and I think if you're looking at it in the context of going into a field where you play against a lot of 40 card pure / kaiju zoo lists, I think this deck is actually insane, because primarily your grass is always going to resolve for 1,000,000, and then you just have all these extenders, whereas with like your traditional pure and kaiju zoo decks, you sort of just fold after the normal summon and the barrage, and like that's really all your deck does. Where this deck, you have your brilliant fusion, you have all like the million other things that this deck can just special summon on a whim. You have Shadal fusion for when you're going second, so that way you can just immediately start setting up with that. You're already playing stuff like barrage anyway, so that just adds to the layer of extenders that you have. Solitaire is a fine normal summon just to get you into crazy stuff like Omega. I mean, we're even playing bullshit in this deck like Manticore of Darkness just because we need to fill deck space. The whole reason behind this is that if they max see you, you just deck them out because you're playing 2 copies of them, because you just cycle them over and over again. It's a Beast Warrior that can be summoned, or excuse me, searched off of Broad Bowl, and that's all you do. And then you just Manticore them and win the game. Very funny, very cheesy. I wish we could have pulled that off, but that just was never happening. The biggest issue I took with this deck was that, and I think this is a problem with the deck in general, is that the zoo package is a one-time deal. You have no way to get it back, and so if you lose it without like winning the game or putting you in like a favorable position, all the rest of the zoo cards in your deck, like your barrages and everything else like that, are just immediately dead cards, and you have nothing else you can do with them. And so, I mean, I don't know what the other extra decks of the other versions of this deck similar to this looked like. I just picked the one that had the highest top. I think this one had top 16, I believe. I think the other ones had top 32, but it just gets kind of awkward. I mean, like, we've seen versions of this deck before where you've like triple Omega'd me. This deck's only on 1 Omega because space is so tight, because the zoos take up so much room. You can play stuff, you know, like Kagasuchi, which is cool, but if you don't have Beast Warriors to go into it, then it's really difficult to do that once you're out of your zoo loop. And then you have to obviously dedicate stuff for your Seraphonite. You have to play Norden with Instant Fusion because you're playing Shadals. You need Winda and Shekinaga. Michael's in here because obviously you're on Lightsword. And so you're just trying to jam-pack as many things into a single deck as possible. And like I said, I think in a traditional sense, this deck is like fine, but I think it's more cope than anything. I think you're just trying to high roll win all day.
Yeah, no, this deck's cool, but represents one of the first decks that has like a very unique kind of problem, right? You are on just absolutely everything in the kitchen sink, trying to hit as many targets as you can off of cards like that Grass Looks Greener, but as a result, you do actually have a you know, a choke point. And it's not, you know, the cards in your deck, because as we saw in those games, even in the game where you went all the way in, you could have kept going. The real choke point is the extra. After turn 1, you really only have a couple options in the extra that exist after you've already gotten off to the races, stuff that you can tailor an end board for in a perfect world. But as a result, you don't really have any capacity to rebuild. You can't do the combo again, and as a result, you usually end up with like 6 cards in the extra that are just absolutely, you know, unviable, that cannot come out under any circumstances, and you're hoping that like Mizuki bring back Unizombie attack for 13 and snow 14 times wins you the game. And sometimes it does, especially against decks like Zodiac that play lower to the ground, but against anything that like puts a 3,000 attack point monster on the field, like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, you are gonna have a really difficult time closing out the game. One of the earliest kind of feast or famine decks that was restricted not by options in the main, but by options in the extra. And we will see a lot more of those eventually culminating in 2018 when we have an entire format of them.
Yeah, and like that second game, there was an argument to probably go to Kagutsuchi instead of that Minerva, because then when you Dark Hole me, A, Kagutsuchi actually lives, but B, then I have Minerva for like a follow-up play, but I didn't realize that the zoo package was actually so light in this deck, because I had Barrage for the follow-up, then I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I can just like, you know, go do this on the next turn. Yeah, that didn't didn't exactly play out that way. So that was just a misstep on my part there. And like I said, I mean, when this deck goes off, it's like one of the most fun things to witness, because this is like when we're getting into like truly vomit everything you have onto the board and just like have your opponent stop you as best they can. Problem is, when you're in a format like this, where Paleo is one of the best decks, they can actually do that. And I think we saw that very well in the first game, as a matter of fact.
I love Paleo.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I hope you...
Alright. That's it for that React Bandy. But now it's time for new cards. New cards, new cards, new cards. New cards, PogChamp, new cards, PogChamp. Yugioh organization. Rush stuff, rush stuff. We got the Vsauce Starfrost lore cards from Yugioh. We got Vsauce Samsara, 4-star, 1500, 2100. Late Fairy Tuner effect monster. You can only use this card's second effect with this card's name once per turn. 1. This card's name becomes Vsauce Starfrost while on the field or in the graveyard. So it's kind of like a Shari Red for Benny Vsauce. You can target any number of your Vsauce monsters that are banished on your field and or in your graveyard. Shuffle them into the deck. And if you do, special summon this card from your hand. If you do against... Holy shit, it really is Shari Red. It gains 400 attack for each monster with different names. Back. The card you control will be used as synchro material. You can treat it as a non-tuner. Well, that really helps Vanadium, I think. And we have Vita Panashad. A level 12 pendulum monster with a scale 0. Pendulum effect 1 once per chain. If a monster is destroyed, place 3 counters on this card. 2. This card's pendulum scale is increased by the number of counters on it. 3. You can remove 12 counters from this card, special summon it. Monster effect. Cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned by its own pendulum effect. You can only special summon Vita on Panashad once per turn. 1. Once per turn. If your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck, you can banish 12 cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard face down. It becomes the end phase. This motherfucker is the world that doesn't require a coin flip. Awesome. Very cool card design, Konami. Epic. And then we have a new Vanadium Synchro. Vanadium Trila Sukda. Light Fairy Synchro Tuner Effect Monster, level 6. 2300, 1200. 1 tuner, 1 tuner, so it's generic. It's a 6. Generic 6. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can target 1 level 2 tuner in your graveyard. Just special summon it, but its effects are negated. It specifically gets level 2 tuners. Can you, like, run this in Sprite somehow and get another Yup too? But getting if you were using a level 2 tuner just seemed useful. I mean, like, obviously, like, if you find a way to play, like, Synchros in Sprite, you can play this in Sprite and just instantly set up Gigantic. But if running specifically level 2 tuners is just good in any Synchro deck, I would imagine. 2, you can target any number of tuners you control. Their levels become 2. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except well, so much for using it in Sprite, because it locked you out of non-synchros. So, are all the Medanium tuners level 2? I'm not sure. Then we got Sakai Banka, Planetary Elegy. Normal spell. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Add 1 Vita monster from your deck to your hand, so this adds the fucking Pendulum, that's the fucking turn skip card. If a face-up tuner you control was destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, Vsauce Starfrost is on the field, you can banish this card to target 1 of those destroyed monsters, add it to your hand. So, a card that literally does nothing unless you have the fucking Garnet. Planetary Eulogy. Quick play spell. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once each per turn. 1. Target 1 monster you control, 1 effect monster your opponent controls. Destroy that monster you control, and if you do, negate the opponent's monster effects until the end of turn. Then, if Vsauce Starfrost is on the field, you can destroy the targeted monster. That seems real bad. During races of a Vita monster, the card is on the field, you can manage the card from your graveyard, destroy 1 monster you control. That seems bad. And then we have this one that people were complaining about. Oh wait, no, it's the next one that people were complaining about. Sarb Saga. Normal trap. You can only use the first and second effect of this card then each monster turn. If Vsauce Starfrost is on the field, target 1 effect monster on the field, shuffle the target into the deck if you do. During the end phase of this turn, its owner can add 1 monster from their deck to their hand with a different type and a lower level than the shuffle monster's level rank link. If a Vita monster is special summon while this card is on the graveyard, i.e. the Pendulum monster, you can add this card to your hand. This Locus Samsara. This is the one people were complaining about, and I didn't really get why. Saying this is why they didn't hit cash, because they wanted this card to sell. Normal trap. You can only use the first and second effect of this card name once per turn. Banish 1 face-up Vsauce Starfrost you control until the end phase. Special summon 1 Heart monster with 3,000 attack from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. But it can only affect its effects once. Also banish it face down during the end phase. The opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck while this card is in the graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. So, people were saying that you could use this to cheat out a Rise Heart and put people on their Macrocosmos. That's true, but the thing is, Kashtira doesn't really have that much of an issue making a Rise anyway, the normal way, without having to play Vsauce Starfrost in their deck. Though I think people were overhyping this card. Or just not understanding that having to play Vsauce Starfrost is too big of a drawback for this card. And when you would rather just make a Rise Heart the normal way. And like, for every other Heart monster, I don't even like, this is very limited applications. One, Tier can't play this because Kaleido requires it to be properly fusion summoned. I guess you could play this in Scareclaw, but it's not like the links are that hard to get to in the first place. You absolutely do not play this in a Vanadium because Prime Heart needs to be properly synchro summoned to not be worse than a fucking vanilla. And like, it's only like marginally useful for Scareclaw. And the thing is like, in Scareclaw, why would you not be playing a Tri-Brigade engine and playing Revolt instead, right? Like, why would you play discard in your Scareclaw deck when you could put in a Tri-Brigade engine and put in Revolt and run Revolt instead? Because Revolt is just better than discard. So yeah, just another common Vsauce L, I guess. Except for this fucking thing. Like, I really don't want to see people running this just to turn skip people. This is like kind of toxic card design. This fucking turn skip bullshit.